What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock news. And this time, guys, I'm super excited because if you all know, in SEC country, football never dies. There's no off season in football. There's just football is 24/7. And yes, the national championship game was Monday, and it is the off season. But there's recruiting, there's spring practice, there's speculation, there's transfers, there's graduated assistants. There's so much news to report that you cannot sleep when you're reporting about the Gamecocks. And we have finally got our hands on the 2018 South Carolina Gamecocks schedule. And I'm gonna read it right now, and I want you to predict in the comment section, where do you think the South Carolina Gamecocks will end up this year? Last year, before the season, I said we're looking like a 7 to 8 win team. We won 6 games the year before. I thought that because of the progression that we should have, that we should be a better team. And I think we should be a better team again next year. But before I give you my number, I'm going to go over the schedule with you. So, coming in on September the 1st. Yes, I know January. We got to wait all the way to September to get our hands on the South Carolina Gamecocks 2018 season. But we play against Coastal Carolina on September 8th. We go against the runner-ups for the national championship, Georgia, which is a very good team. Very, very good team. Then September 15th, Marshall, the Thundering Herd, comes to Carolina, Columbia. I was going to say Columbia, I don't know why, but I couldn't talk. And the funny thing is with Marshall, is that Marshall's coming in and getting a $1.5 million payday to come and get smacked by Carolina. But Marshall's not a bad team. You know why? Because they were 8-5 last year and got into a bowl. But I want to go back to Georgia. Georgia is the runner-ups. So, hey, that's gonna be tough. Let's keep going. Then we got September 22nd, we got Vanderbilt. Then the 29th, we got Kentucky. Then the 6th, we got of October, we got Missouri. October 13th, we got Texas A&M. The 20th is an open date. The 27th is the Tennessee Volunteers. The 3rd of November is the Ole Miss Rebels. And then on November 10th, we go to Florida. Then the 17th, we play UT Chattanooga. And then the 24th, we are at Clemson. So the games that stand out, I will talk ahead of myself, but the game that stands out, I do like the fact that we do play Coastal Carolina at the beginning of the season. We can work out a lot of kinks because I think that our offense will be starting to gel then. I think because of spring practice and a lot of new pieces that we will add on the offensive end. I truly believe that we do need a game like Coastal Carolina. Last year, if you remember, we started off with NC State, which was a very tough team. They was ranked for most of the year, but I think that we do need a game like Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is a D1 team. They are no slack, so it's not going to be a gimme game, but I would rather play Coastal Carolina than play a top 10 team any day. And you have to look out for this game right here. Georgia, okay? Georgia is going to be coming off a national championship. They're going to be hungry. They're going to want to prove to the world that they was no one-hit wonder fluke, that they did not lose the game, that they have the tools to come back. But historically, the Gamecocks played Georgia very well, especially when it's the second game of the season and Georgia has not clicked on all 4 cylinders. I knew this year when we played Georgia towards the end of the year, I said, uh-oh, it's hard to play Georgia, oh gosh, at the end of the year. And they was clicking on all 4s, even though they did lose to Auburn. But still, Georgia, I'd rather play them the first of the year. Even though this is not going to be a dub, I don't know. I don't think we're going to win, but the game is in Columbia. And I think that this is going to be a different Gamecock team than we were last year. And I think that we will handle the pressure. And I think that A, we're going to be underdogs in this game. And B, the pressure is going to be on Georgia because Georgia need this win. Because I'm thinking that if we can somehow magically, prayerfully, hopefully, if we can get this W against Georgia, we might be talking about going to Atlanta. But I know this is preseason. I know some of y'all are like, well, Lucky, what are you talking about? This is just the preseason. Hey, work with me here. Look at it back in the history. When we played Georgia, our upsets came when we played Georgia as the second game of the season because they don't have their roster set. They're going to have a really good team, but I think that we're going to take that step. And this is going to be a good game to see where we came from since last year. With the game of Coastal Carolina, I think that Georgia is a really good game. And it's in Columbia. Marshall game is no fluke. Vanderbilt, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a dub. Kentucky's on a 3-game winning streak against our beloved Gamecocks. And they was one reason why we didn't have a 10-win season this year, the year past. So I'm looking at the Gamecocks to go into Kentucky and put the mud paws on the Wildcats, because I think that for us to establish ourselves as SEC East champions, we are going to have to stick in the teams that we need to. We can't let Georgia beat us again for 3 years in a row. And then you go to Missouri, should be a win. Texas A&M, that's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. When we played Texas A&M last year, we bombed. We bombed miserably. So I'm looking at the bounce-back game. It's gonna be hard for me to tell exactly how we're gonna play against Texas A&M, because I do like to watch the first week of the season and see how our team match up until how the other teams match up. Because Texas A&M might be a fluke. They might be a fluke. They got Jimbo Fisher. He's coming in, and they're going to be in some transition. So this is going to be the time next year to catch Texas A&M slipping, because Jimbo Fisher ain't going to have his plays. He's going to have some, but he's not going to have a lot. So this is a good time for Carolina Gamecocks to go in. Oh, and they're at Columbia. Man, we got some really good games at home. And then we got Tennessee, that should be a win. Ole Miss is a team that is down and out. 6-6 last year. They didn't make it to the bowl. Florida, you know Florida's a train wreck, but they got Dan Mullen, and they're going to turn that ship around. Hopefully, I don't know, because you got to think about it. Florida, with the resources it has, you should be able to recruit. But ever since Urban Meyer left, they haven't had the same amount of talent down there. I think they're a very talented team. They won the SEC East, not last year, but the year before. So they have the talent. I just think they just need to be coached up, and Dan Mullen does a really good job as far as his teams, but we still need to smack them. We still need to smack them. We still need to become the dominant figure in the SEC East. And then UT Chattanooga, they only won 3 games last year. Goodbye. Clemson, man, it hurts me to say. I don't know if we can even match up against Clemson. But I still want to see that first game of the season to see how our offense gelled. Because it wasn't like we was out of the game against Clemson. It was just the fact that we couldn't create any offense. So the storylines of this year is, can our offense improve enough so that we can be in games and we can give our defense a chance? Can our defense become one of the top 5 defenses in the SEC, top 20 in the country? Can we put up a defense that we had in 2011 when we had J. Devion Clowney, when we had Melvin Ingram, when we had Stephon Gilmore, when we had TJ Swearingen, when we had, we had so many players. We had so many players, man, on defense, man. I think that we're about to go into a renaissance where we get a defense like that. Our defense was really good this year. So, looking at everything else, I'm going to go one more time and give you my predictions. Coastal win. Georgia, a loss. Marshall should be a win. Vanderbilt should be a win. Kentucky should be a win. Missouri should be a win. Texas A&M it's a toss-up. We can win or lose. Tennessee should be a win. Ole Miss should be a win. Florida should be a win. Chattanooga should be a win. Clemson should be a loss. So, if you're looking at the schedule, we could be 9-3, or we could be 10-2, going to a nice not a nice New Year's Day bowl, but with the opportunity to be 11 wins. So I'm thinking right now 9-10 win season until I see how our offense, our defense doing. But the schedule looking favorable, guys, especially if there's some injuries or some things happen. You never know. We could run the table. You never know how Clemson can look. You never know. Any given Sunday, a team could lose. So I'm liking the schedule. A lot of the games at home. If you look at the schedule, Georgia's at home, Marshall's at home, Missouri's at home, Texas A&M at home, Texas at home. You know what I'm saying? The swamp is going to be difficult in Florida, but I think we can do it. But comment below, man. Let me know what you think. What do you think our record's going to be? Put it in the comment sections. And any fans of the SEC, if y'all looking at this like, you ain't going to beat us, comment below. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Ask the Michigan fans that was talking mad junk about the Carolina Gamecocks, and they found out that you can have the best defense in the world, but if you don't got no quarterback, you can't talk smack. So, again, man, I'm super excited about the season. So let's comment below. So it's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray here with the South Carolina Gamecock schedule. And guys, it's looking like we're going to do some good things this year. Till next time.